Question number 5, it says let U is Bernoulli 0.2 and V is Bernoulli 0.5 and W is Bernoulli 0.8 and all U, V and W are independent. Okay. Now we have defined X to be maximum of U, V and W and Y to be minimum of U, V and W. So okay, so the first question that we have here is find the range of X and Y. So what is X? So X is your maximum of U, V and W. And what is Y? Y is minimum of U, V and W. So as each of the U, V and W are Bernoulli random variables, so each of them will take the value in 0, 1. So U will take the value in 0, 1. V will take the value in 0, 1 and W will take the value in 0, 1. So even if you take the maximum of U, V and W, so if each of the U, V and W is taking the value 0, we can have X to be, X will take the value 0. If one of the U, V, W is going to take the value 0 and the other is others are 1, so in that case maximum will come out to be 1. And similarly if each of the U, V and W are going to take the value 1, so again the range the maximum is going to take the value 1. So the range of X is 0, 1. Similarly in case of Y, each of the U, V and W is going to take the value 0 and 1, and if each of U, V and W is taking the value 0, then minimum is 0 of course. But if any one of them is going to take the value 0, then again the minimum will be 1. So in that case, in every case except when all the U, V and W are going to take the value 1, only in that case the minimum is going to be 1 and in other cases it is going to take the value 0. So again the range is 0, 1. So we can say that the range of X and Y, so Tx equals Ty equals 0, 1. So this is your answer. Okay. So the second part of that question is find the probability that X equals 0. So X equals 0 means what? X is maximum of U, V and W. And we are saying we have to find out what is the probability that maximum is 0. So maximum can be 0 only if each of the U, V and W are going to be 0. So U equals 0, V equals 0 and W equals 0. And since it is given that U, V and W are independent, so in such cases we can write that this is equals to probability U equals 0 into probability V equals 0 into probability W equals 0. So since U was Bernoulli 0.2, V was Bernoulli 0.5 and W was Bernoulli 0.8. So probability that U is going to take the value 0 is going to be 0.8. Probability that V equals 0 is going to take the value 0.5 and W equals 0 is going to take the value 0.2. So this is going to be 0.08. So this is your answer. Now the third part of the question is find P x equals 1. So as we so we have to find probability x equals 1. So we know that the range of x, P of x is 0, 1. We have already found in the previous question that probability x equals 0 is 0.08. And since x is taking just two values 0, 1, so probability that x will take the value 1 is going to be 1 minus probability that x equals 0. This is 1 minus 0.08. So this is going to be 0.92. So this is your answer. Now the fourth part of this question is find probability y equals 1. So what is y? Y is minimum of u, v and w, right? And we have to find this equals 1. So in what case the minimum is going to be 1? It will happen only if all u, v and w, so all u, v and w is equal to 1. So u equals 1, v equals 1 and w equals 1. And since they all are independent, we can write probability u equals 1 into probability v equals 1 into probability w equals 1. So, so probability u equals 1 was equal to 0.2. So this is going to be 0.8. So this is going to be 0.2. This is 0.5 and this is 0.8. So again, this is going to be 0.02. Sorry, 0.08. Similarly, probability y equals 0. This is going to be 1 minus probability y equals 1, since the range of y was 0 comma 1. So probability y equals 1 we have already found in the previous question. So that was 0.08. So again this is going to be 0.92.